About 2 months ago, I have purchased the Waka Waka Expert Advisor that is on the first page of MQL5 Marketplace, and if you have seen some of my videos, you might notice that the price increased to $2,200. And in today's video, I'll share with you my experience with the Waka Waka EA, and if you want to know if it is worth the money, just stay with me until the end of the video. So the Waka Waka Expert Advisor was developed from Valeria Mischenko, developer quite popular in the field, and she has developed a few more expert advisors at nearly the same price. What attracted me personally were many of the positive reviews and comments. Plus, there is live performance, which is much better and steadier than most of the experts on the MQL5 marketplace. And the reason I have bought this expert advisor is because I wanted to use it in my FTMO Funded account, and now for a second month I have it trading on my $10,000 FTMO Funded account fully automatically. I haven't touched a single thing, except that on the 8th of May I received the email from FTMO and they asked me if I want to withdraw the profits or I want to transfer them for the next month. I decided to put this money in the account and to grow the account steadily over time. Of course, FTMO will always take their cut, but the Waka Waka was trading successfully in the previous account from April, and as well in May. You can see that there are very steady profits. So if you're not familiar with FTMO funded accounts, with the prop firms, and especially with FTMO, usually they will send you an email at the end of the month. They will ask you if you want to withdraw your profits or to deposit them for the next month. That is why I can show the report just for this month. And actually it is almost for the last 30 days because it started on the 8th of May and today we are the 4th of June. And here is the performance. There was a drawdown, but this drawdown was about $69 or 0.69%, which is just fine for the FTMO trading objectives. And if you look at the result, you will see that the total net profit that I have for those 3 weeks is $52. And I know this is not a lot, but this is because so far I'm using the Waka Waka with the very low risk settings. If I show you the expert advisor properties, you will see that I have selected to use dynamic lot based on the balance, and I'm starting with 0.01. If I show you the other options, you will see that there is low risk, mid risk, significant risk, high risk, but usually these options are not very suitable for prop firm challenges, and there you are increasing the risk of high drawdowns. Also, for these 2 months, almost 2 months, I've done over 1%, which again I say is not a lot in $10,000 account, but my personal plan is to put that Waka Waka Expert Advisor not in a $10,000 but $200,000 FTMO funded account, and I'm taking the challenge next day, so I might record a video about it. In this case, if I make 1% with the Waka Waka with the very same low risk settings, I would make 1% in $200,000, which is actually $2,000, and that is not bad according to me. The next thing is I have placed Waka Waka as well on one of my live accounts with Blackbull markets, and I will show you what are the expert advisor properties I'm using. But before I do that, I will give you 3 reasons to check out Blackbull markets. First, they are fully regulated brand with minimum deposit of $0 and leverage up to 1 to 500, which is very appropriate when you trade with expert advisors. Second, they have 3 different account types that offer different commissions and spreads according to the minimum deposit. And number 3, they offer MetaTrader 4 and 5, TradingView for free if you fund an account, and a few more platforms, which makes it just easier for me to have all accounts with one broker. So when you purchase Waka Waka, you get licenses for 10 accounts that you can trade simultaneously. And what more you get, if I go to my dashboard, you will notice that I can download the signal set for the Waka Waka that is on the main account where we have the verified track record. So with this account, the expert advisor gained over 6,677%, and you can see the entire history, the open and close trade. So here is the performance back in time. You can see very steady profit in 2023 of about 2 to 3%. Same thing in 2022. Actually, here we had a little bit more profits in 2021. What is really impressive with the Waka Waka is the fact that it didn't have a losing month, and what I noticed recently in 2023, that it brings this steady profit between 2 and 3%, which is just absolutely fine for funded accounts. And I'll be using the exact same settings in my live Blackbull markets account. So if I load it, I will select the set and I will open. So now I have the very same settings that are in the main account of the expert advisor. Just one thing you need to bear in mind is that many of the developers on the MQL5 marketplace use the trick to offer not one but many set files, and the buyers or the traders can choose from them. And if one blow the account, the developers just say, okay, the other one is better. And if it blows the account, no, that one is better currently, and so on and so on. While Valerie offers just one signal set, which is kind of trusty that the account was profitable so far, and we can use the very same settings. Now the only thing you can select to change is what risk you want to be trading. The default is the mid risk, where you are getting around 40% annually, and I will go for the slightly higher risk, which is the significant risk, and I will show you exactly what is the difference. Once you download the Waka Waka Expert Advisor, you get this extensive guide, and if I scroll down to page 60, I believe it was, here it is, you will find this table. Let me just zoom it, and you will see that with different risk settings, we have suggested minimum account balance. So exactly for the significant risk, we have $1,500, which is the one I will be using. And you can see what was the net profit for the last 15 years, the total trades that opened, recovery factor, equity max, drawdown. That is something I will talk about in a second. And then we have the annual return at the end, which is almost 100%, and it is about 40 with the mid-risk settings. So I will go back now to the expert advisor, and one more time with the mid-risk settings, we can expect 40% annual return, which is still very good, but I will go to the slightly higher one with significant risk, and the drawdown is something I mentioned. I will scroll lower. I won't go through all of the inputs because there are plenty. You can find that in the PDF if you decide to test the robot. I will actually leave a link down below in the description so you can test it for free, and if you decide to buy it, you will be able to use $200 discount. So what I want to point out is the drawdown. I guess I've missed it. Yep, here it is. Okay, the maximum floating drawdown. I will go to 50%. Okay, because one more time in the table we saw that with a significant risk the maximum equity drawdown that was reached was 32.55 was reached with the high risk set. So just in case, I will give it some room and I will stick to 50% floating drawdown, and I will simply click on OK, and pretty much that's it. The expert loads successfully. It is live trading. If there are news, it will display and it will avoid trading during the news. It's quite a lot of options, but what I wanted to point out is that it is very important to understand the risk involved when trading with Waka Waka. And if you decide to test the EA, make sure to go through the PDF and especially the risk management, so you can choose the settings that are suitable for your risk tolerance. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you're interested to see some more results from the Waka Waka in my live account with Blackbull markets, let me know down in the comments. I might record another video, or if you want to see how Waka Waka will trade on my 200,000 funded account, I'll be glad to record video about that as well. But before you go, check out the results I got from the golden pickaxe, which is pretty much the golden version of Waka Waka. Thanks so much for staying with me until the end and being my subscriber. I wish you a wonderful day. Don't forget that I love you, and I will see you soon.